Why should people care about Tyler, the Creator?
It's a lot of you guys who know me from that album, Flower Boy. That was right after my ugly phase. But when I was like 19, 20, I was cute, bro. And it's a small select few. I'ma just run through them. Y'all know these?
Insane.
Make something undeniable and make it equally as infectious. Why are you doing music? Is it just because you just want to look cool? Because that will burn out. When it becomes purpose-oriented, it can be as cool as the flashy shit, but it will be much more meaningful.
Oh, fuck. Okay, no more being silly, no more music first. And at that moment, we went home. I just wanted to change everything. I just wanted to switch, and the switch fucking happened.
Tyler, the Creator, is one of the main artists with the
Bing bang
mentality. He makes the art he wants, speaks how he wants, and does what he wants. He lets his creativity flow and makes his work speak for itself. With a bunch of well-loved songs like See You Again with Kelly Uchis, even though that Okay Okay or La 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 TikTok Girl made insanely annoying, She with Frank Ocean, Earfquake with Playboi Carti, IFHY, and a crap ton of others. Now, even if you're not the biggest Tyler fan, you know that Tyler is one of the somewhat few celebrities that actually isn't afraid of being themselves. And I f with that. I'm sure you do too if you're watching this video. It's one of our main reasons for liking Tyler even outside of the music. I mean, think about it like this. Think of 10 pretty mainstream music artists whose personality you genuinely enjoy along with the music. Most likely, you can't name more than like 6. Now, if you live in a country like America where individuality is so important, but so shamed whenever you don't conform to whatever standards exist, you're an outcast, and this was Tyler. Ever since he was younger, he's just been himself. He listened to whatever music he wanted to, even if people talk shit to him about it. Granted, it was pretty obscure, but still pretty cool for a young kid to be listening to bands of different genres. Along with this, a lot of the neighborhood kids, who are also black, would continue to be addicted to him over stuff like him speaking white and listening to different kinds of music, which is pretty common and very ignorant for them to do. Same situation, happened here to me. It's happened to me a decent amount when I was growing up. He didn't have too many friends growing up because of stuff like this, so he continued to focus on himself and keep doing his own thing. He started to get into music, learning and playing instruments, along with figuring out other artistic ways to express himself. Fast forward a few years, Tyler meets a few cool people who totally didn't form a group called Odd Future. And this group totally didn't consist of himself, Taco, Earl, Casey Veggies, who did a few songs with Logic, Domo Genesis, Jasper, and a bunch of other people. They started to collab with each other through music, videos, and soon enough, they got their own TV show, Loader Squad, which is fire. You should check it out. Now, keep in mind, they were teenagers at this age, and teenagers aren't the most mature. Granted, that doesn't excuse them from everything or give them a free pass. They had a few interesting and pretty infamous songs like She, which mentions Louis C.K.ing his neighbor outside of her window, along with Fantasizing Yonkers, that song, which is also infamous for the Bob beef, Tron Cat, which talks about
you're rapping about homosexuals and Vicodin. I can't sell this shit.
Now, while music at that time was one of his main mediums of creativity, he did have another that was pretty close to it, TV. He had the show Loader Squad on Adult Swim. If you haven't heard of it, it's basically the Eric Andre show, but with Tyler and his friends. Fun fact, Eric was also on the show, and I've also seen Eric record a few bits in New York City. Not many crazy things happened on the show since it was airing on TV, but there were a shit ton of funny moments from the show, like Why You Got So Many Necklace, Storage Wars, the Popo scenes, Young Nigga, the Ice JJ Fish scenes, Cars Wake, and a shit ton more. At this point in time, Tyler was known to be less introspective, say stuff just to shock,
Nothing. Shit to piss old white people off like you.
but somewhat reflect on things like his relationship with his dad, why he is the way he is, and stuff like that on albums like Cherry Bomb, Wolf, somewhat Goblin, but mostly on Wolf, especially with IFHY. Now this is where the Tyler fan schism comes in. We have three types of Tyler fans. The ones that strictly like edgy Tyler, the new Tyler fans that dress like this, and the ones that like both, the edgy and introspective cutie Tyler, aka post Flower Boy Tyler. Now, while it's not the latter two types that keep saying, I want the old Tyler, blah blah blah, it's safe to say that there are older aspects of people that we miss. For example, old Ye, especially during My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy Ye, old Adam Sandler and Kevin James, old Sneeko. He actually inspired me to start YouTube and make content like him. Those videos are all private now though, and removed, and so forth. Now, while people may change for the better, like John Gabbana aka Boot Gang, or for the worse, like Aiden Ross, it's still fair to say that you miss the old so-and-so if they change for the worse. We all change, grow up, go through different things, have different experiences, which change us. We're obviously not going to stay the same throughout all of our lives. Nobody is. It's selfish as hell to think that. How many people do you personally know that changed a shit ton? Probably a few, especially if you grew up with them. Now let's look at you, right? If you're watching this video, you're probably anywhere from 18 to mid 40s, which is more than enough time to grow. You're not the same person that you were back in high school, middle school, college, or whatever else. So, why expect your favorite artist to stay the same? During Tyler's most recent era, aka Flower Boy, he's become much more calm, relaxed, introspective, introverted, and still continues to not give a fuck about others' opinions. Which is one thing people love the most about Tyler. Since he started to be like this when Flower Boy dropped, we've seen him grow and mature as a person through his albums like Flower Boy, a heartfelt album about maturity and self-discovery, which I mentioned 7 million times, IGOR, his album about falling in and out of love with a man in a love triangle situation, to ultimately move on and accepting the breakup, and Call Me If You Get Lost, an album about doing what the you want to, no matter what people say. During an interview with Complex, he says,
And when I say call me if you get lost, I don't mean when you don't know what to do, I mean when you call me, I want you to be telling me the shit that you want, the shit that you doing. You out in the world getting lost, really doing your shit. All one is calling me like, oh, I'm sad, I don't know. No, f that. Call me and let me know that you on your shit, cause I'm on my shit. And maybe we could get on that flight and meet up and see what the f we are. That's what I meant by that.
and personally, I really f with it, and it being the new Tyler. It's like having a friend. Let's call him Bob. Y'all are cool as fuck, hop on COD, every so often when you're not at work, listen to music, go to the bar, and whatever else. You're already doing your thing, but Bob doesn't know what he wants to do, hobby-wise, and he has no self-fulfillment. He's always miserable because he doesn't have shit going on. And when I say shit, I'm not talking about having a high-paying job, a great partner, 7 trillion cars, a big house, blah blah blah. I'm talking about having shit that you genuinely enjoy and can talk about with friends for hours upon hours. Getting lost in your hobbies and just having a great time. Because think about it. Do you really want friends that you can't have an actual convo with, try some of their hobbies, and talk about more than just women, video games, and TV shows? No, you don't. Unless you yourself also have nothing to offer. I think that if everyone had a hobby that they really f with, most of these weirdos today wouldn't even be that weird. They'd be focusing that energy into something like gardening, painting, or something else cool that they enjoy. A pretty decent example of this that you might remember kinda has to do with the king of memes, DJ Khaled, aka Mr.
Let's go swimming!
Now during the time of IGOR success,
Tell him to bring out the whole ocean!
had a few things to say, with the biggest thing being that Tyler didn't deserve the #1 album on Billboard, but in fact he did with Father of Assad. His whole point was that Father of Assad shouldn't went #1 because it's not
no mysterious shit.
This is loser shit. Are you really that lame that you can't accept someone else having a better output than you? If you already know of DJ Khaled, you already know the type of music he makes. Boring, generic rap music packed with the biggest musicians in order to make the biggest hit possible. It never has any emotion, feeling, or anything that the listener can connect with. While on the other hand, IGOR, a heartfelt album about a love triangle with tons of effort put into the production, the writing, audio engineering, and so forth. There's always something new whenever you listen to the album again. Maybe it's a new bell, a new synth, a new meaning to a lyric, or something else. And you don't get any of that with DJ Khaled. When having to be number one all the time and never accepting defeat is your main thing, you're not a winner. You're a fucking lame weirdo. Keep in mind that there's a difference between this and never wanting to lose, but still figuring out why you lost that time and improving your skills in order to win next time while still being respectful. You can have all of the money, fame, and everything else in the world, but still be a loser. Tyler the Creator's work has constantly been improving, kinda except Cherry Bomb, as he's been maturing, trying out new sounds and speaking about different topics. One of the main things people have always loved about Tyler is that he's unapologetically himself. He is that way and always has been and always will be. His biggest mainstream successes have all been from the new era Tyler, from Flower Boy onward. He continues to speak about more mature topics, speak very well in interviews, and maintain his down-to-earth but straightforward personality on the internet. You can't call yourself an artist if you don't evolve. It takes time to continue finding out who you really are, and whatever art you should make should show that. And this art doesn't necessarily have to be something more widely considered art like music, fashion, painting, or other stuff. It can be code, decorating your room, writing books, and a bunch of other stuff. Your goal should always be to experience more and continue improving just as Tyler has. So once again, thank you for making it this far. I appreciate it. I haven't been able to post in like 2 months because work has been pretty busy, and I'm also not going to make too many excuses. I did get a bit lazy and I did need a bit of a break too. But once again, feel free to follow my socials to stay connected, subscribe, like, all that if you genuinely enjoyed. If not, no reason to. And along with that too, I'm also trying to stream on Twitch, so go follow that too. There's no need to donate or anything or subscribe or anything. Just join in and watch and stay connected with me for when I stream and stuff. So that's pretty much it. Thank you. Bye.